Hey guys, it's Austin, and in this video I'm going to be showing you 5 essential drills that I like to do with my one wheel as a beginner so that you can get out and get comfortable on your one wheel as fast as possible. Let's hop into it. All right, drill number 1 is the figure 8 drill. So this has helped me a ton. Just so you guys know, I am a beginner, but I feel like I've improved a ton. I got this board 3 days ago, and I've ridden it every day because it's so much fun. Figure 8 drill, you're just simply drawing an 8 or an eternity symbol into the ground over and over and over again. And so that's what's going to help you to get really comfortable with toe side and heel side. And so a quick tip of what I've learned is I first thought when I was going toe side that I wanted to go on my toes to go toe side, like leaning in that direction. But instead, you just want to put your knees over your ankles. So simply putting your knees over your ankles is going to help you go toe side. Specifically, your back knee. So whichever one's on the back side of the board, whether you're goofy or regular, your back knee, put it over your toe. That'll help you go toe side automatically. And then wherever that hip is facing is where you're going to turn to. When I barely first got onto my board, I was super shaky. And that's what I'll talk about in the next drill. How you guys can get comfortable so that you're not shaky anymore. So figure 8 drill, and then the next one is doing the figure 8 drill, but in the opposite direction. So I'm goofy and now this is regular, and trying to get comfortable doing it on that opposite side, which it should not feel nearly as comfortable. But we keep going and we keep trying. So I start goofy. What's great about this board is that it goes in both directions, which is really dope. So it goes just as fast if I go regular as it does if I go goofy. What's making this a little bit more tricky and honestly good is that I'm on a slight incline and decline every single time. Just gotta turn that. So wherever you lean is where the board goes. If you want to stop the board, you lean back. Now I'm going in regular position. Now for the second drill. So this is the drill that you want to do to practice your balance. So when you first get on the board, you're going to be like this. Shake, shake, shake. I know, because I had really bad shakes right when I first got on the board. I'm not sure what even happened there. Get into this position, and you're going to lean forward, knees over for toe side, right? Bent. And then for heel side, we're standing up and essentially just making our ankles completely flexed upwards. And we're trying to do this while we're in this neutral position, balancing on the wheel. Back and forth. You do this like 5 times and you won't have those shakes anymore. Because all it is your muscles need to adjust to the board. They're muscles that you don't use and haven't used when using other equipment. Even if you've been on a skateboard, these are completely different muscles that your body's just not used to. So we're simply swaying forward on that toe side by just simply bending my knees and putting them over my toes, utilizing those ankles. And then I'm standing, but keeping my ankles flexed to go on heel side, back and forth. And this will really help you with those wobbles back and forth. All right, the next drill is the goofy to regular drill. So you can start however you want. You probably want to start with what you usually do, goofy or regular. And you're just going back and forth from goofy to regular. Back and forth, swaying, getting really comfortable. If you watch the pros that one wheel, they're all really good at doing both goofy and regular. They don't just have one side, which is pretty legit. But this really pays off with when you get out and you start going and you've been going for a couple miles, your feet will start to burn right when you first start. It's really nice to be able to go also regular just to rest those muscles, because it's completely different muscles as soon as you change the direction that you're going. So there's drill number 3. Drill number 4 is the carving drill. So this is what took me the longest to get semi-comfortable with. I'm still not 100% comfortable, but I'm simply carving back and forth and trying to get faster at doing it as I go. So what I'm doing is I'm sitting down on heel side, on toe side. I'm just simply I say simply, it's not very simple, but I'm just simply putting that back knee over my toe, and that automatically translates to pushing me in that toe side direction. I sit for heel side, toe side, I'm just simply utilizing that back leg. Wherever that hip is facing is where we're gonna go. And that back leg is helping us get it there by either putting that knee over for toe side or sitting in the chair for heel side. There's drill number 4. Drill number 5 is practicing your dismounts in all the various ways that you can dismount that are effective. So obviously you don't want to practice dismounting necessarily onto your face or anything like that. But there are 3 effective ways that you can dismount that I've learned. I'm sure that there are many more. But the first that you want to get used to is you want to build up speed. I'm just going to do it sitting here so that I can show you guys. Build up a little bit of speed and then practice jumping off with both feet at the same exact time. So in unison, we're jumping off with both of our feet. This will happen a lot with the board, especially when you go on hills, which I have a ton. It'll just roll down the hill. It's really funny. But that's the dismount. You're just jumping off with both feet, trying to keep your board as even as possible at the same time. This can be a good dismount if something's in front of you and you can't stop in time. The next dismount is where you slow down to about 1 mile per hour like this, and you're just gonna simply lift your front heel upwards. So my front heel goes upwards, shuts my board off, and then I lean in that direction or the opposite direction. Since I'm on a hill, I'm leaning in this direction. Typically, it's gonna fall into this direction. So let me show you guys what that looks like if I come from a position of a little bit of speed. So let me turn this around. So we're going from here, slow down to about 1 mile an hour, lift, shuts off, and then it comes down. Then the third one that you want to practice, drill, 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 is this one that I've only done one time because it's a little bit sketchier, but this is how all the pros, it looks like how all the pros get off of their board. They build up speed, step, they take off their front foot, and then they just hit it towards the ground every single time. I'm not graceful with it. That was the second time I've ever done it. Let me try one more. Because all it comes down to is repetition. Like my legs were so sore the first day, but I was like, I just got to go out the second day. They were almost just as sore the second day, but today they feel normal. So we're here, back, and we're stepping off. That's a really quick way to get off your board in practice. The last thing that I'll say with these boards is if you get too comfortable too quick, you'll get really confident. So if you ever hear beeping noises, lean back and slow down. Otherwise, you're gonna get thrown onto your face. But I have fallen on this, and it's just gonna happen. You're gonna fall a couple of times in the beginning. When you take the machine to its full capacity, when it's going as fast as it possibly can, like 22 miles per hour, then you endo. That's where you're gonna break a collarbone, break your wrist, stuff like that. So it comes down to being competent, not being careful. So if you understand that, you're gonna do really, really well with the board. This is the funnest board ever. I've had a lot of fun with it. So looking forward to making more videos for you guys. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to keep learning about the Onewheel, you can watch this video right here, and I'll see you over there.